And kind of thinking about that. Walking in your winter underwear, and a couple of Scandinavians just singing how the woes of the Minnesota winter, and sitting around the stove all year. And it's not like that all. Well, in the wintertime it's like that, but it's really beautiful in the summertime. And we do have a lot of gnomes running around. They kind of get into everything. And right now, this video, one thing that I have been doing is I've been doing a lot of writing novels. Actually, my wife and I, it's kind of a joint venture. Stories of some wood carvings that come to life. Almost like a Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast-ish kind of a thing, but not that it takes off from that. But if you're interested, you could see my other blog. I mean, at this video right now, I really haven't kept up with it because I've been too busy writing and getting the novel out there, called santakeepers.com. And right now I do have the story of how they came to be. They're flat plane carvings from the 800 years ago, and it's a generational story. It's really a wonderful story, I think it is. I mean, anyways, I'm trying to think about what else I can do to toot my horn. Of course, obviously you got this off of YouTube. That's where I download. youtube.com/Scott Carvings. I'll just take some of this out right now. Just a little bit. Okay, I want to, while I'm here, I'll just do just at least one or two hits just to kind of get started here. This is actually a pretty decent piece of wood. And then, before I get into shaping, let's get this started. I'll leave a little more room. Oops. Buried the ends. Just getting it started, getting some of the wood broke off, cut off. Just do a little bit here. Now I want to be careful when doing the skirt or skirt of the coat. We want this to come out a little bit because there's the leg comes out. This one here we can cut a little bit off, a little bit more off. Again, I want to try to aim this as short as a flat plane. There's a little more. I wanted to clean it. That's all I got. Same on this side here. See, that's coming out a little bit, but this can come in a little bit. So I think we got a pretty decent start on it. I think we got a pretty decent start. Time to take the chisel glove off and start in. This is what you should have so far. Blocked out. Now I'm going to take my knife and just kind of start cleaning, get in the process of taking the saw marks off and try to leave as much of the flat plane as possible. I think I'll keep that for the buckle. Let's cock this back a little bit. Around this just a little bit. Oops. Let's clean that out. And of course, as I always say, leave it to the cleaning lady, the last parts. See, and I'm even thinking on, while we're on this, no, I'll clean first. Let's clean first. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, I go all over the place. It's very rarely do I just stick with one topic and then go to the next. It's kind of like I like to say it's kind of like tumbling a rock in a rock tumbler. I go from here to there. There to here. So just take, whoops, watch the green. I'll go in a little bit because I think we could probably get in a little deeper here, I believe. There we go, that's a little better. Sometimes, you know, or almost all the time, I like to use blockouts so then I can always change up things. And sometimes in my videos, I wonder if people think, well, gee, do you know what the heck you're doing? First you're doing this way, and then you're doing that way. Well, a lot of times in mid-carving, I like to kind of maybe change something a little bit. One idea I had for a video, I don't know if you want to go through with it, is I was thinking about starting from the absolute beginning on developing I'll probably do a Santa Claus from paper. In other words, just have a piece of paper in front of you and pencil and talk a little bit about how I printed out and making a pattern. And the negative thing is that if I make a mistake, well, you're going to make a mistake along with me. And then we can figure out how to get out of that mistake or how to fix it. Oops, I think I might need my longer blade on that. I do have a longer blade knife. So I like to do that. Put the camera on the first time the pencil touches the page. Probably not sure how I can put the camera to the screen. Now there's a lot of software. So far I haven't found any free software where if you've gone on YouTube, they actually, their screen becomes the movie, you might say, the video. And I'd be kind of interested to figure that out, or if you can tell me where I can find for next to nothing, or maybe I can download one of these that'll can use it for a day or something, or a month, pardon me. Okay, what I was thinking about the arms is I take the saw marks off. Some of the saw marks. Kind of get a handle here. Now he is going to be holding on. So we need to have the hand out. Like I said, I'm going to try, if we do have the hand forward, we can probably get rid of some of this elbow. But I'm not sure yet. I still want to make sure we have enough hand. We might end up. And what we're going to do is we are, of course, going to be drilling holes through. What I like to do is I like to keep the hand as much as a block as I can while drilling for two purposes. One, of course, you have a slip of the drill, then your hand is all goofy, or a slip of the drill and it'll crack. So I want to have more wood there so it'll prevent less cracking. Now it is still going to be, see, I'm just thinking right now, we're not going to do it right now. Because since his thumb is going to come around like this, see, it is in the center. So therefore it will be like this, and what's going to happen is we're going to have the thumb and the hand comes around. So actually the thumb will be like up here where the hand comes around. We'll talk more about it later. So I would end up drilling here and making sure that it comes out of here. Now here's the problem, is we have to take these sticks in consideration, because what I want to do is I want to take this stick, which of course will be a bigger stick for this one, is I want this stick to be straight out. I don't want it, you drill here, and if you aim for here, may end up that the stick will end up like this, or like this. But again, we'll talk more about it later. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But I just want to get a feel for the hand. We probably, after we we probably could, because we're going to have the elbow's going to be here. So we may be lucky enough to bring some of this forward. See, that's the fun about having a little extra wood, doing something a little different, then you can make it better. And that's why I like carving. I like to start with these little pieces here as my conceptual idea, and then if I screw up, why, that's just a little piece there. Probably put a hook and put a little eye screw on top and a hook and call it an ornament, and it's good enough. But here I'm going to elbow, because I do want, trying to figure out how to make sure, because the arm's going up, so technically it should be like this, but I still want to leave a little wood for now. Though I still want to give the impression that it's going up. Oops. Interesting how we have the shoulder here. Oh, it's about right. Better add just a little more here.